On Goddard Street, they've made this big hole into a bigger hole. Why they didn't do one hole in the first place, but anyway, they've got that hole and that hole now. And the big hole further down's gone, and they're putting the cobbles back and just placing them down. They're not putting any bitumen or anything. That's one big job all at once. Where the other hole was, they've now put all the cobbles back, but again, just placed back at the moment anyway. Down here we have total chaos. All these fences have fell down, so you can't walk on the bloody footpath. We've had some high winds, haven't we? So we said last week that bit over there has been done. Sort of, anyway. Just at Flag Lane, and this is just too crazy. Because they closed it, came and put the water in, put the road back, and the electric came and dug another hole where the other hole was and put the electric in. And they put the road back. Then BT came along and dug another hole and put the road back. Now it's just been announced that the road's going to start any day now. Here's the interesting bit. This telegraph pole, brand new, that BT put in last week. And the electric light that the light people fixed. Now according to the records or review or whatever, the road's going to be from there all the way to there, which is the width of the road. So this BT pole that they've just put in, and they've got a notice on it saying they've had permission, will have to come out, and so will the light, or you're going to have it in the middle of the road. Now whether the wires will stretch from wherever they go to right the way over there or right the way over there is another matter. But it's just absolutely crazy. Why would the council let them put a pole in there if they knew they were going to dig it up and put a blasted road in? This isn't the biggest waste of public money and stupidity you've ever seen. Let me know. I'm just looking at the wildflower garden they planted, and you can see that something's coming up anyway. Problem with wildflowers, to a lot of people, just weeds, so you don't know whether this is weeds that were there. A lot of them are the same sort of plant. The whole area's shooting up, so seems to have some flowers. The bus station and the last Riva bus left last week, so now they've changed all the bays round, so nobody knows what the hell they're doing. All confusion. Strangely, there's hardly anybody about this morning, because normally there's quite a few. Just looking at the plants, they are seem to be growing. There's no flowers showing at the moment. And once again, there's nothing going on at the bus station. There's not a soul in sight. There's the diggers over there, none of which are working. Nobody about whatsoever. So quite what's happening we don't know. What we do have in the town is lots of bunting out, ready for the coronation. And if we spin round to the flowers, we've got these signs on all the posts. I've not heard what anything spectacular that's going to happen in Crewe, but we have got a bit of bunting. A new stagecoach bus just coming out of the bus station. Well, by Flag Lane and the BT are on site. Remember I said that this pole we put in last week or week before is now in the middle of the road, so we've now got a big machine and putting a new telegraph pole over there, so presumably they will then take the one down that they put in last week. This is just absolutely crazy. I can't see why it's going to take 3 months to do a little bit of road. Well, they soon got the new pole. I just stood here for about 10 minutes talking to them, and the machine sort of digs a big hole, picks it up, drops it in, and remotely they move it until it's straight up, and the job's in. All I've got to do now is move all the wires. Well, the pole's in the right place now, unless the council change their mind. Well, mention new road, they've now removed the roadworks, which has been a good thing. Well, again, you look at what's going on. They've got a big pile of stone there, but they've got a couple of diggers not doing anything. But there's no, apart from that pile of stone, you can't see any building change or anything exciting that's been happening. Again, it's like watching paint dry. Of course, they've closed the road again for God knows how long. Well, BT has successfully got the new pole in. The other one's still there, so they've now got to transfer the wires from there over there. And then what's got to happen, all this has got to come up obviously. And then what's got to happen is, you know, this light here that was recently fixed, put in, that's going to have to come down into it. Well, the first thing you see coming into town is a bloody big crane. So we have got a bit of action. Let's go and investigate. It doesn't actually seem to be doing anything, but nevertheless. It is behind the barrier, so we can't actually see, but it seems to be waiting for something to do. So presumably they're going to be having steels or concrete posts or something anytime soon. Because these things aren't cheap, are they? They have on site. The whole bus station's very quiet, there's not many people about at all. But confusion reigns because I just can't keep up with it. What's it, new stagecoach, new potteries buses. It changes almost every day, you just can't keep up with it. I don't think anybody else can either. We just got Ernie out, worm camp. There are people standing about under the crane, so presumably something is going to blow in there any time now. Diggers are quiet. Pretty great lorry coming out, so I'm assuming he's just delivered this. As you saw in the worm cam, there's quite a few messing about down there. And any second now the lorry's going to block my view. Right now. Well, it is a really big lorry, so presumably it's that's brought the crane. Probably in the next week somebody will have a play with the crane and do something. The actual diggers are doing nothing. So we might have a bit of fun next week. So the bunting carries on round the other side of town. And the big notices everywhere. Funny how the council can find money for some things, isn't it? But they can't fix the floods down West Street. Well, the new phone shop, Phone Village, is now open, so we're going to investigate in there. So we're now in the Phone Village, and they've got everything here. They've got phone holders, they've got mice, USB, lots and lots of cases. They also repair any phone, tablet, iPhone, you name it, they do it. So pop in and have a look. There's got to be a case for your phone here. Round by the square we've got the signs, but no bunting round the square. Cheshire's, as usual, are having a bit of fun because they're going to close this road from 3rd of May. And over there they're going to close that road. On the 2nd of May, is it? Cheshire's doing what they do best, closing all the big roads. In the market hall, it's gone mad. There's not usually many people in, but it's absolutely packed out today. It's in the middle of the day. A bit more graffiti inside the market hall. What gave it away, the word market hall. The old Lyceum's looking spick and span, now it's had its revamp. We've actually got a digger on site. Got a nice big hole. Who are they going to put down there? It's slowly taking shape, but I thought they were supposed to be open sort of May. Well, that's only next week. Market hall. Ernest Jones has got a half price sale on diamonds again.